All right, good evening and greetings. It is week 2 of our 12-point sprint. We are playing 4 custom characters, the Barrow, Wight, the Goblin, right there, the Thief, and the Warlock. The scores are up in the upper right. As you can see, Barrow, Wight is 2, Goblin has 3 points, the Thief 1 point, Warlock currently is shut out. So first week, the Goblin popped some interesting stuff here. Found 2 great treasures. That's where most of his points have come from. The Barrow Wight has scored 2 cards. The Thief has scored 1 card. And that's sort of where we stand. We do need 3 more events before we start the week. We're going to shuffle and pull. We have a Dead Adventurer. We have Tiles Enchant. So that's just an event, literally, and the Druid's Test. So let's do Tiles Enchant. How many Tiles Enchant, you might ask? Well, just 2, unfortunately. And so we're going to roll this and this. This is going to add 10 to this die if it indeed comes up a 4, 5, or 6. Oops, I just flipped it. Hold on. So we have 10, 12. The Bad Valley is going to flip. Sort of null, actually, in the sense that those aren't going to change anything particularly. And the Bad Valley, heck, is way out in the middle of nowhere. But such is life. There it is. It is flipped. And they remain flipped pretty much for the rest of the game until someone flips them. Well, we had 10, 14. So the Dark Valley also flips. So not super impactful. Nothing like turning a couple woods tiles and blocking off large sections of the map. So, but we do have some gray magic in 2 of the valleys. So that one we can just move off to the side since it is then done. The Dead Adventurer, now we're going to roll a clearing for him. And our Dead Adventurer is in Caves 6. So let's pull a Dead Adventurer for Caves 6. And he is, obviously the goblins killed him. And then the Druid appears. Druid's going to appear in Crag 2. The Druid takes a potion. If you can get a potion, he will. So Crag's 2. Crag 2. Crag 2. So he is actually pretty close to the action, really. First character to bring him a potion is going to score his point. We still have the landslide. We still have the Goblin Horde. And we are ready for the next week. So for this next week, we got the Barrow Wight. So what is the Barrow Wight? So the Barrow Wight has planted his flag. Oh, I don't know that he picked his... darn it, I didn't... Oh, sorry. Sorry. Give me 2 seconds. I apologize for that. So, I thought I had my Magic Realm book. I did not. And so, let me quickly... Our Militiaman is a light 3/4, M4/5. Yes, okay. I don't think I actually have one of those. Light Star. He is, yeah. Light 3/4. He is actually awkward. I'm going to have to make him. So that's fine. We will deal with that at some point. Could be like a I'm going to quickly look as I sit here. Light 3/4. Yeah, he is effectively this guy, although his weapon lengths are bad. And Light 3/4, M4, 5, and this is way slower on this side. So that's fine. We'll do that. So we're gonna put this chit on him. So he could take a militiaman if he wanted. Does the Barrow Wight want to deal with the militia guy? Oh, it's not on this side anyway. Darn it. Okay. Well, that was not ideal. Oops. Sorry about that. So does he want? So L3/4 is true. Now the length is actually 1. It's like a dagger. So the idea is he either has like a knife or like a pitchfork, effectively. L3/4, M4, 5. Done. Or yeah, M star, and it's star. M star for 5. Not great, but he's not pointless. He has a little bit that he can do. Is that what we want, or do we just want the rest phases? Or the gold, right? Because we could just take gold, because he planted his flag, and we didn't. We have not taken that yet. I'm going to say we will take the thrall. There you go. So that's his plant flag. So we've got this done, and now we are simply looking for moves for day 8. So let's get that started here. So flag is planted. He has Deep Diver, Spider Slayer, and Locksmith. In addition, there's a landslide. A Dead Adventure, Druid's Test. I'm not super interested in those. Goblin Horde is dicey a little bit. We could really use a spider to show up. We could really use a 5 to come up. So I think what we're going to do as the Barrow Wight is we are going to spiders can show up here in the cairn. Spiders can show up here in the mountains. Like this is big spider territory. Spider could show up in the deep woods. I think we're going to spend 1. We're going to hide 2 times, maybe. Unfortunately, there's not a super amount of excitement here. What we're gonna like, there's nothing else here for us. So how can we get to say the Dead Adventurer? Or maybe we start heading up toward the high pass. So I think we're going to go hide, rest. So there's nothing good. Like, ideally, we'd end up here, but there's not a good way to do that and hide. We don't need to rest. So what we're going to do is that's it. We're just going to hide. We'll move to 5. Done. So we're going to hide once. Move to 5. That'll be our turn. And what we're actually hoping for is we're hoping for the spiders to pop. And if they pop, well, so be it. And we will we'll manage and kill them. And we have a hireling to do so. The Goblin is loaded down with treasure. Lots of good stuff, actually. Um, he can get rid of one of those treasures. You're only going to score 2 great treasure points no matter how many great treasures you have. So, that is a good question as to then... I think we're going to re-ready the axe. I think the axe will be our basic thing there. This is for the thief. Sorry. Let me rearrange my stuff here. Loaded camera 3. There's the thief. Okay. Thief goes here. There we go. So for the Goblin, I think we might take one of these. None of these are super great in terms of money, but we could just sell the darn Enchanter Skull for 17. We could also bring that Ointment of Bite, although it's useful, to the Druid, which we're gonna have to slide around. Now here's the thing: we got to get here because we have to clear our curses. So how's the best way to do that? 1, 2, 3. I think in 2 days you could end up here. Then you could end up here on the 3rd day. That would clear your curses. Now, you're not going to sell to these guys. They don't like you. So you're going to have a rough time there. But you could end your curse. And then you could leave up that way and hit up the Druid. He also has Mountain Pilgrim, so he has to hit up the mountains and the ledges. So that is also something to think about. Could always go around this way. Let's hide and go 1, 2, 3 to the borderlands. So we're going to hide, move to BL3, and we are done. The thief also would like to sell. She wants to sell that Eye of the Idol. That is big time. Now, the other thing she can do is she could turn it in for a point at the chapel because she has sacrifice. Having said that, I would argue that 30 gold is going to be worth just the tiniest bit more to her than the 1 point from sacrifice. I think she's going to head up to Maple Woods 4. So move, Maple Woods, done. And then she's going to use Natives Arrive probably sooner than later. She needs to get that card because she is really way behind. Point-wise, she can't score. 2 cards are tied up by events. They're good events, but 2 points are two of our cards are tied up. Warlock's had a tough game. He's been chased around by these damn spiders. He's trying to locate the cairn. He's been chased around by spiders. He is out of magic at the moment. Really. He can drain life, but he can't... Yeah, let's keep these at least somewhat. He wants to get these 2 back in play. So I think what we're going to do, we have to move to 3 first. They've killed, so these guys have killed the ghosts for the 2nd week. So he could just pop up here, take a whole big rest. That's 2 days of his time. And then figure out what else he wants to do. So I say 1, 2, 3, 4. We end up in Dark Valley 1. Move into Dark Valley. Done. So, okay, it's day 8. Let's get started. We'll toss that. I mean, we didn't need to toss it that far. It's like my kids. Like, we play a lot of tabletop games or whatever, and you just have problems hitting the table. It's a gigantic table, but dice fly everywhere. All right, so what do we got here? One, dragons. Ooh, dragons are going to appear. That could be bad on some of these tiles. This tile, no one's going back there right now, but it would be a disaster. So, hey, heck, my guess is not a lot of other places we're going to have to worry about dragons because that tile is such a big disaster. So the Barrow Wight is first. He's going to end up here and hidden, or not, but it's not going to matter. So he is done. Okay. The Goblin is going to go here. And does he end up hidden? Yes, he is. But nothing appears because it's just dragons. And so we're looking for the red diamond. Done. So the Barrow Wight is done. The Goblin is also done. The Thief, 1, 2, 3, 4. She bops right up into the woods. And what she's hoping to find, actually the large campfire. That is, I mean, I don't know how useful that is, but it is useful in the sense that I think she can pop the bash cars now. So the large campfire appears. The company appears. I don't know how the thief feels about the company. She is neutral to the company, which is fine. She's now going to play right now. Natives arrive. Because her friends, the bash cars, can indeed appear here. Done. So that's good. That served her purpose quite well. And then finally, our Warlock goes here, 2, 3, 4, and he is done. That's the day. We have no creatures. The thief does have to roll on against the company. Neutral. The only thing we don't want is a 6, and she is good. So that's it. That's day 8. It's now day 9. Let's write day 9. And what do we got going here? The Barrow Wight could really have used a 5. Really, really, really wanted a 5. What is his next move? His next move is... Can he kill a Tremendous? I don't think he can kill a Tremendous. He does not have the ability to kill a Tremendous. His guy does not have the ability to kill a Tremendous. He can kill heavies, unarmored heavies, for sure, but that's about it. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, and hide. I think we're going to hide. 1, 2, 3, hide. We're going to hide in Deep Woods 3. So hide and then move, and move to Deep Woods 3. Done. And now we are onto the Goblin. So the Goblin is going to move 1, extra move 2, and then move 3. So he will end up in Awful Valley 2. Move, extra move, Awful Valley, done. Just trying to get that curse worked off. Our third character, the Thief, well, this is good news for her. So I think what she does is she is going to trade 2 times. She's also going to get a card before she writes her move. Spellmaster. Ugh, God. Okay. I mean, that is just bad. So I think we're just going to hold off and we're going to turn that card in. Done. She's going to trade twice. And those trades I say we go double up. I'm just looking at these guys. You never know. Might want to hire them. Probably don't want to hire them, but I might want to hire them. She's not. I mean, those are they can kill heavy. They're not super powerful. The horses do give them a little bit more fight to them. We're gonna sell once. I think we sell everything. I think we sell everything. Then we can. I mean, we could hire the Bashkars probably. I don't know that we're going to hire the Bashkars. I don't know that it does us much good to be sort of considering. The Bashkars cost $12 outright to hire. We are allied with them, I believe. Let's take a quick look. I think we're allied with. No, we're friendly with them. So we can sell our stuff. That's $41. If we want to hire, we'd go back and hire the rogues then at that point. So 2 trades for sure. And then I think no, let's see, but you know what? No. Let's move to the end. And then we will execute 2 trades. We will ditch what we got. We'll see what we have here at the inn. Then we can head up around here, and if we want to clear landslide, we can. And I'll get rid of natives arrive. We're going to end our day at an inn, so we will get... and let me make sure that we... So we're going to ditch this card right now. We're not going to turn this one over until we actually get it at the end of the day. Done. That's her day. So the Warlock is going to use his day, and he's going to rest up. So we're going to do 2 rest phases for sure. We get, what, an extra spell phase, so we're going to use that today. Man, I think 2 enchants. I think that works. So we're going to have these 2 purples back. Done. And then we'll go from there. I think that's it. I think that's day 9. So let's get a monster roll, and then we will continue. 2 serpents and demons. Barrow Wights first. One, two, three, right? And then we roll a single die to hide. We are hidden. Nothing appears. Done. Thief next. 2 moves. We're going to do a sell. They're our allies, so we will sell automatically to them. That's $41. So she starts with $10, and now she adds 41 to that. So now she has $51. That's good. Good money. She's going to turn her cards in, so she's going to flip that bridge magic. I actually like that for her. So that is pretty good. That was a pretty good day for her. But now she has to trade, so hold on. So she's going to do... she did her sell. Oh, should she buy a workhorse for an extra move phase? Ooh. Well, let's see what they have. Oh, fudge. What do they have? Well, let me tell you what they have. They've got +1 to all rolls. So, yay. Okay, well, I mean, such is life. So I'm going to put this, because I always forget all this crap. So let's put this right there. Okay, so we're going to put this just right there. Done. And she is going to use her second trade phase. So, are there any of these that are fast enough to warrant buying one over the other? Like this L5, as a for instance. L5, L4. Like, none of those are super fast, and you wouldn't use them for that. I'm sure I'm getting these out of order. Sorry. No, she's going to roll on the cheapest one. Done. Mostly just to get the extra move phase, I think. And she is allied with the rogues. But she has to add one because, well, you know, because the cloven hoof. She doesn't want too expensive. She got a 3, price times 2. So for 18 bucks, she could get herself an extra move phase a day. I feel that that is worth it. So instead of 41, we're going to get 23 bucks. That's going to leave us with 33 bucks. And we have bought the workhorse. Now 33 bucks is nothing to laugh at, but it only gets us 1 point as opposed to maybe some more. What would have 50 gotten us? We would be close to the 1.5, but not quite there. So, all right, good enough. I think that was a good trade-off for her. So now she's got a horse. Now she's got to find 3 darn bridges to go over. One is right here, so done. The second could be right here, and so that could be 2 bridges in a heartbeat. And then the third could be here, and that would be huge. That's a quick. So I think we're going for it. So I think that was a winner. Trade for her. Finally, the Warlock. And so the Warlock is going to drag these 2 chits over and flip them both. And I mean, that's his move, as dull as it is. That leaves us with 3 chits dead in the water. Now, we don't need this type 2 right off the bat. The type 8 here is for guide spider or octopus. Which we fatigued to try the pool, right? And the move is just the move. So, okay, fine. And this is type 2. So this is really our meat and potatoes here is Melt into Mist and Drain Life, which we could definitely do. In fact, I think he's actually going to do that maybe. Go in and Drain Life. Since he can auto-kill the giant and get back the other of his chits. That might be a good play. Get him a little bit of prowess there. I don't know if it's cooler outside or not. I have no idea. Get some air in here. But that's it. I think that's the day. I don't think we have any fights. I think we are good to go. So day 10, let's see what happens here. So Barrow Wight is first on day 10. And the Barrow Wight doesn't know any of these things. He is just, again, was hoping for a 5 roll, frankly, because a 5 roll would have brought a spider here, which would have happily fought. The giant we're not going to happily fight. That is not a good scene for us. But we are going to hide and go 1, 2, 3, maybe. And we're going to try that. So we're going to hide. Move, and move 6, I believe. Let's take a quick look. 1, 2, 3, and done. Yes. That's his move. The Goblin. Oh, did we not do a day? Did we not day 9 the Goblin? We must not have. I thought we had moved his chit. So he goes 1, 2, 3. He's done. So that's his move. So sorry about that. The Goblin. I mean, very simply, hide. Move to the chapel. Done. Hides 3 times, moves in there, gets his curse undone, and he is done. That's his day 10 is easy. Day 10 for our thief is so she has 3 bridges. So she's going to go move to 1, move to the inn, move to the large campfire. Move 1, move in, move to the large camp. And that is bridge 1 is done. So she will have bridge 1 done. Our last character is our Warlock. I think our Warlock. So what's the danger? 1, 2, 3, 4. If he just walks in there, the main danger is getting more monsters. I think he's fine. I think he goes. Man, that would suck though. But I think we're gonna do it. I think we move in. I think we got to start. Now, does Zach get us anything? Maybe. I think he needs to. Or should you go down? Now the problem here is he cannot auto hit these guys, but he can auto hit that giant. That's the funny part. I mean, that's the other thing to do would go 1, 2 to head in, to head to that danger tile, with the assumption that the only thing that can pop on you is going to be, you can melt into mist if you need to, right? So I had to think about that. I like killing the giant because it effectively rests these 3 tile. I mean, you would lose these 2 chits and then rest these ones and be done. Now, mind you, that's still a ton of rests to take, but you'd get 8 prowess. You don't have to do that too many times to get to your 20 and get a point. I think we might want to do that at some point. The lair in the vault, 3 and 2, they've been looted out pretty darn good, which I don't love. So maybe you don't go in there. The only problem with fighting these serpents in that cave is that to hit the serpents, he has to alert that chit. And if he alerts the chit, he can't hide. And if he can't hide, he has 2 of them on him, and they will kill him. He does not have a very good prognosis. He has about a 1/3 chance of dying in any round that he ends up fighting these serpents. With an alerted chit, he'd be unhidden. So I don't like the 33% chance of death. The second round, he pops and goes away. And the ghosts have been killed for him each time. I think it might be time to try to get different chits too. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going straight into the giant. Done. So that's our day. That took a long time to just confirm what we had decided to do. Let's make the roll and see what's going to appear. 5 spiders. Okay. Well, it's good news and bad news, I think. So let's figure out what the order of play is. Warlock is first, so he is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, done. He charges the giant. A spider does appear, so that's good for him. Right there. Oh, not the Warlock. It's good for the Barrow Wight, I suppose. So the Barrow Wight is next. The Barrow Wight is hiding and trying to move through the spider and the giant. The Barrow Wight is hidden, and he goes 1, 2, 3. The spider roams. And roams onto the Barrow Wight. So good news for the Barrow Wight there, I think. And he is done. Our Goblin, hiding 3 times. And sleeping under the pews in the chapel. And the thief is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 there. She will have to roll. Put a bridge marker there. She will have to roll against these guys. Let's do that now. So she has to roll against the company on a 6. They cause her trouble. They do not. She is good and done. We do have a fight, though. 2 fights, actually. Let's do the Barrow Wight's fight first. So the Barrow Wight here, no one's on his sheet. He is hidden, if you remember. He has a 4 time. So yeah, this guy can kill this thing 100%, absolutely, without too much trouble. The Barrow Wight is going to try to hit him first. If he flips, we could do the fight M3. You know what? No point. We're just going to actually lure. We're going to send our lackey, our thrall, out to lure. So unhidden, of course, immediately. That's what we're playing, just like that. And then so the thing is, if he flips, we're faster and we'll kill the spider. So that's, if he doesn't flip, he will hit him automatically, but only doing light damage, that's nothing. The Barrow Wight can then come in here and play an M4, just like that. Done. And we get a 2/3 chance of killing the spider then. On round 1, the spider stays put. Does the spider flip or not? He does flip. So what happens? Well, this weapon is longer, round 1. So the longer weapon goes first. He gets a heavy damage on the spider and kills it. 3 points for the Barrow Wight. 3 notoriety, 3 prowess for the Barrow Wight. Also, the Barrow Wight is going to score Spider Slayer. And that is going to be his 3rd card. Just like that. He also has now a guts, spider guts, right? And strangely enough, he could get another Spider Slayer, Spider Blood potion. He already has 1 if he returns to a visitor. But he does score the VP right away. And that's going to also allow him to draw another card, which we can then figure out. Ooh, treasure cache in the Lost Castle. That's a great one since we know where the castle is. It's a crappy one because, holy crap, that Lost Castle is a mess. So his combat ends a pretty good result. The Warlock's combat. Well, Giant's going to show up. Oops, I took him off the board. Probably not ideal. Giant sleeping quietly. The Warlock is going to cast just like that. Because the Giant's time, he can't flip. Remember, he doesn't flip because he's tremendous. He's not on our sheet. We are going to hit automatically. Drain life is an instant kill. And then he gets to rest 4 of his asterisks, not these ones, he just cast those, based on the size of the creature. And so he rests those asterisks. Giant is killed. He gets 8 prowess right now, just like that. So he has 8 prowess. The goblin, the warlock has 8 prowess. The Barrow Wight has 3 prowess. Let's do that and that just to keep track of who has what. And that didn't actually get us anything, but I definitely think the Warlock could be shooting for 20 prowess. I don't think that's a stretch for him with Drain Life. And I don't think we have any other battles, right? We're done here. We're done here and here. The Goblin is in the chapel, sleeping. Oh, but we do get to, okay, so midnight. So we get to remove Disgust. We get to, oh, geez. Okay, well. I don't know if this redoes our sheets. Yeah, we remove Disgust. We remove Ashes. So the negative 99s can go away. So we do need to recalculate the Goblin's score. So the Goblin has 8 prowess, 30 gold. That is worth a gold point. And so his score then goes up to 4 right there. So very, very nice. And hers is up to 2 now. The only other question is that I do have for the Goblin is, do we ditch Danger Sense? And I'm going to say yes, we do. Just because, though useful, we get Dragon Slayer. Not sure that's a good trade, but sure. Not sure that was a good trade, if I'm to be honest. Also, the Thief ended, so I do want to figure out if she is going to turn any of hers in. Let's turn in Sacrifice. Let's burn Sacrifice while we're in a dwelling. Remember, at the end of the day, in a dwelling, you can turn in your cards effectively. He gets Locate Altar instead. I don't know if I feel better about that one or not. Done. Okay. All good. We are ready for the next day. It is what, day 11? Day 11. So, Barrow Wight is first. He feels good having scored. He's going to hide, move, and move to the landslide. Done. So that is his movement. The Goblin is going to get out of dodge, actually. So 1, 2, 3. Now he could do that and not be hidden. I think we want to be hidden going back into that cave. So he's going to go and he's going to end up in Borderlands 4 hidden. So he is going to hide, move, and no, he's going to move and move to BL4 and then extra hide. And he is done. Our third character is our Thief, who's trying to complete Bridge Magic. So she's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 into the Dark Valley. So she is done. Our Warlock, fresh off his kill. Now, the problem with that, and I'll tell you the only problem with that little strategy there of killing dudes with that spell, and maybe I wouldn't take this if I had to do it again, is that it's 4 asterisks. His black magic, each of them, I believe. I think I have that right. So get the card here real quick. Yeah, his black magic is both 2 asterisk chits. So that is a 4 asterisk kill. That's a lot of killing. So 1, 2, 3. How does he feel about the company or the bash cards? He is neutral to everybody except a bunch of people that hate him. Yeah, I think for the Warlock for these games, I might consider changing these at some point, but I would think about that. Just because he's friendly with somebody. Nobody on in this game, because those are all expansion one guys. So I would probably change that up and give him something like the Bashkar, for instance. Um, because they seem like they would be warlocky. Maybe the wood folk. I don't know. That doesn't sound right for the types of spells he has. Although he does have gray magic, so maybe I'd give him Bashkar and Woodfolk there instead, and give him a little bit of friends on the board. But again, this time we played them all in. We just played them as written, right? So I think what we're gonna do. I think what we're gonna do. I hate to get rid of I hate to get rid of a locate that we know where it is. I don't like the fact that this locate happens to be in a cave, and that cave is two creatures in it. If it was one creature, we would finger of death him and be done. Two makes it impossible to and fast. Two fast creatures makes it impossible to go in there alerted and be safe. If it was two slow creatures, totally different. You could go in hidden. If it was one creature, you could go in with an alerted chit. Even if you did manage to kill both of them, you would be burning 8 asterisks to do it. So you would literally have 2 days of rest to go kill those two guys. So I'm going to go. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to move. I'm going to hide, move to the campfire. That gets us there. That's okay. Then we rest. Or then we turn in our cards, the ones we don't want, and then we're going to rest up when we can rest up. So day 11, I think, is set for everybody. So that's good. Let's get a monster roll and get day 11 in the books here. 1, back to dragons. All right. Goblins first. So, okay. He goes 1, 2, and extra phase hides. He fails. Oh, he only does, he does 1 die, right, in the caves, which still fails because remember I said, does he do 1 die in the caves? He does do 1 die in the caves, which still fails because remember, if we roll and we screw up our roll and roll 2 dice, we always take the red die. Doesn't matter. No dragons appear, and he is done. The thief is moving into the dark valley. 1, 2, 3, 4. She is done. The warlock is going to go up here. He's going to hide twice. He fails the first time. He fails the second time, so he is indeed unhidden. Don't think it's a huge deal, but he is unhidden. And then the Barrow Wight is going to go 1, 2. The question is how many times he is hidden once. So he's going to pop up there. 1 die to hide, so the red die, remember. And he is successful. He is hidden, but we don't know what's there. So this is interesting to see. Bones and Slither 3. Slither might pull, actually. Slither is going to pull. Slither pulls to 3 right there. Bam. There's your dragon to slay, strangely enough. And the goblin's like, ooh, darn. That is not... I mean, he could actually make his way up there. And I think we are done with the day. 2 things. The Warlock needs to roll. So 6s are bad for him with these 2 neutrals. So I didn't really say who that was. Let's call it the Bashkar since they're on top. And let's roll now unfriendlies. We should be okay, but let's see. 3, no deal. So, okay, so we're still good. Let's now roll the company being jerks or not. And they are not. So he is safe there for the night. That is going to allow him to turn in his cards. And I'm going to turn in Ancient Scroll and locate the cairn. I think Ghost Hunter is still very doable, so we're going to try to do that. But we're going to draw 2 more cards here and flip them. And we get Take Cover, which is hide at any time, and a cache in the Lost City. Okay. Have we found the Lost City yet? Is the Lost City out? I don't think it is. I think the Lost City is still up and about, and it's probably, oof, holy crap, all the way down here, isn't it? Okay. And it's in 3, so it'll be right here. I will figure out what it's going to take to get there. He can travel very safely right now. He has Meld into Mist queued up if he needs it. He also has a Take Cover card, which means he can just walk. So he effectively gets an extra phase for all intents and purposes. He can just do moves. The other thing, though, would have been super nice if he'd kept is he could have popped in here and hidden. But again, still, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I'm not bummed. He kept Ancient Scrolls. Do we want to keep Ancient Scrolls or do we burn Ancient Scroll? Oh, he kept Ghost Hunter. I'm sorry. So we still have Ghost Hunter. Ghost Hunter. I still think we keep Ghost Hunter. I still think that is easy to fulfill for our Warlock. We also have the Barrow Wight. So let's go and check the Barrow Wight out. If you recall, we end our day, and now we have to fatigue if we want to clear out the labor here. So, strangely enough, we do want to clear the labor because we need to get through here. We do also have a thrall to use, and he is a medium dude. So he's going to give us 1 labor, unfortunately. And he's going to be fatigued. So you can only do that once a week. So now the funny thing is we can just walk the damn woods to at day 7. So we don't necessarily need that, but we're going to keep that. We're going to keep this in play. So let's see how many asterisks we're going to fatigue here today. Let's do 1, 2. Let's do 3 because that is a useless chit for us. 4. It's a lot. So we have scored 5 labor. With him is 5 labor. So I'm going to copy this chit, and this is going to be worth 5. The circle chits are worth 5. That's too much. That's too big, sir. Way too big. So we've scored 5 labor there. And he is done for the day. And I think we are done for the entire day for everybody. So let's check the Goblin, or no, the Barrow Wight again. The Barrow Wight is going to rest, hide, rest. Done. And we'll see if we can't get another set of points there. So 5, 8, 11. That's just not quite, but we can get that done anyway. So, okay. So that's his move. The Goblin's move is going to be to extra move 1. Where the hell are we trying to get to, Goblin, sir? Mountain Pilgrim. Got it. So 1, 2, and he can hide here, extra move. So 1, 2, he can go to Borderlands 3 and be hidden. Extra hide, move, 2, 3. Because he is still trying to get to Mountain Pilgrim there. Although, again, Dragon Slayer there is simple. So maybe you turn around and go 1, 2. So extra move 1, 2, 3. And the only thing that would suck would be the bones, would be trolls. But if the dragon pops onto you, you could kill him. So, just interesting question. Like, do you go for it? Do you go straight to dragon killing? Because there aren't going to be that many dragons. That you can kill. This is the lone dragon. I think these guys can take that dragon altogether. Because all you're doing is heavy star damage, which you can do. All of your guys do that on round 1. You can pop heavy star damage on this guy. Yeah, I think we turn around given that. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. We're going to go high pass 6. We're going to make a naked move. So extra move, high pass 6. Done. That's his move. The thief is trying to bridge up. So she's going to cross. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. She's going to run to Deep Woods 3. Move. Deep Woods 3. That should get her second bridge. I need to mark that one off for you. Done. So she is moving. And then finally our Warlock, who has burned his cards and now knows where he wants to try to get to. He's going to rest 2. Actually, that's pretty easy, strangely enough. That's not bad. That's an easy gig. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to rest 3, extra enchant and enchant, and we will be ready to nuke if we need to nuke somebody. And then we'll head south. So he will be done with his move. So we have day 12s written for everybody. Let's get to day 12. 2, Serpents, Demons. All right. Day 12. Goblin is first, and the rest of the crew. So the Goblin goes extra move 1, 2, 3. Serpents and demons appear. That's not ideal. Slither's gonna suck. Slither sucks. Because now you got that guy and that guy. That's a different fight. Still doable. Depending on what that serpent does on this side, it is doable, but not great. Okay, but we are done. Goblin is done. The thief goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Nothing appears, and she is done. The Barrow Wight, I think rests, right? So he's going to hide and rest 3 times, and he's going to pull back his big old chits here. And he does hide in case he needs to hide. He does need to hide, so he rolls a die. He fails. And this serpent is going to appear now on him. So that is super clunky for him, because that is going to make this harder to deal with for certain. Okay, we'll deal with that as we go. Warlock, resting all day. So he rests 1, 2, 3, and he's going to then pop this and trade that shit in. Done. And I don't think anything appears. No. And we are done for the day. Now, we do have some combats. So first thing we need to check is the Barrow Wight. I think he doesn't like this fight. This is not a fight for him. A tremendous armored monster is not going to work. He can do M *** damage with his spider potion. This guy can do M *** damage also, but that's not enough because this is an armored creature. So he's got to run, but he can't run. I mean, he can. This guy's going to stay and die, pretty much, is sort of how that's going to go. So I think what we do is we lure him like this, and we're hoping for 2 rounds to pass. Done. So he stays on this side. We're hoping 2 rounds pass. So we don't want a 1 or a 4. We get a 3. So round 1, serpent goes there. Okay. Round 2, 2. Serpent goes here. So, done. 2 rounds go. No one fatigues. No one's injured. No one is hit. And so, that's the end of the fight. The only problem is we don't have to, we don't have to run, we don't have to do anything. We're still in the clearing, but we can't move through because the landslide blocks us. The only way we can go is back. And we can't, we could produce labor. We ended our day here. We could do labor. But that sounds really clunky dangerous. I mean, we could just keep doing this to try to clear this. I mean, let's expend 1, 2, 3 more labor. So there you go. We now have 8 labor on this site. Okay? So that's 8. So we expend our labor. Tomorrow we're going to leave, of course. We'll have to leave and then rest or whatever, and then we'll have to figure out what we do. We'll and I don't think that the Barrow Wight is against using his thrall as bait and trying that again, and hoping to clear that regardless. So that is that for him. Do we have anything else going on? We have to roll the Warlock, has to roll his 2 folks here. Nothing for the bash cars. And unfortunately, the company doesn't like his presence, but they don't do anything either. So he is done, and he's good. Oh, so he rested 3 and then enchanted twice. So he is going to get that up, and he'll be done. And he is complete. So we needed to make sure we flipped that. So I think we're good. I think everybody has had their... Her bridge is popped. She has 2 of the 3 popped and ready to go. So it is day 13. The Barrow Wight is going to move to 1. Move to Deep Woods 1. And then rest and rest. Or we don't, right? Or we do not do that. Or we move to, or we don't move to Deep Woods 1. The other option would be, so if we hid and failed to hide, could we still expend 4 chips? Because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4. So we have 4 asterisks to spend. So we could do it. So we're going to hide and rest again. And we're going to do the same gambit. We're going to use this guy as bait and hope for the 50-50 chance that he doesn't get killed, I suppose. And if he doesn't get killed, we don't have to run. And we can finish this quest here and get 2 more points. The Goblin... I think so. The Goblin is going to hide, extra phase rest, move to the Dragon. Done. And he is good. The Thief. Oh, she gets extra move phases, which we have not been counting. That is a bummer. Well, we will have to do that from now on. So we need to keep this horse closer to ourselves here. So she has a lot of secret paths too. So she can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and complete bridge magic. What is the next thing she wants to do, I suppose, would be the question, because it's going to determine. And frankly, I hate to say it, it's either this or this. Does she have a potion? She does not. I mean, she might head back up here and loot the crap out of it, is my guess. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to end up in Awful Valley 1. So we're going to extra move 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. She's going to end up in AV1, and that will be her 3rd bridge. And she will be done. And there you go. The Warlock. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to end up in Dark Valley 1. Does he have anything else that he needs to do today? He does still have a rest. So he might as well complete the rest. He might as well go 1, 2, 3. So Deep Woods 2 and rest. Move. Deep Woods 2 and rest. And then tomorrow he can walk in and grab the ghosts and finally complete that task. So I think day 13 is fairly well set for us. I think we're pretty clear on day 13. We need a monster check. Oh, dragons. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is going to complicate a lot of stuff, by the way. So first is our guy, 1, 2, 3. And now he is going to rest. So he rests this shit and he is done. And nothing appears there because, again, no red diamonds there. So he is complete for day 13. The Barrow Wight is going to hide. 1 die. Oops, sorry, I keep jumping around. 1 die. He needs to hide. That would be ideal. He does. So he is hidden. So the Barrow Wight is now going to rest 3 times, and that's going to pull these 3 chits back. Oops, that was clever until it wasn't. 1, 2, 3 chits, and he is done with his day. But he calls Slither, which is going to suck for somebody. We know who that is, by the way. And he is done. The Goblin hides. He only rolls 1 die, so the red die counts. He fails. That's really sucks. He does rest, and he's going to march right up into this dragon, unhidden, with his entourage. This might work. This might suck. Done. I have not thought of. I didn't think about the combat with a tremendous in it. She goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She completes bridge magic. So let's mark that off. That is another point. That is her second card point. Her third point overall. And she gets a charm. Yeah, something's wrong. When I save a JPEG, it totally lightens up. Like there must be some gamma thing going on. It looks like gamma correction, doesn't it? May change pass on bridges. Roll a d6 after each use. On a 6, the charm breaks. Super powerful. Super powerful card. Until it breaks, which don't get me wrong. I mean, it does pretty quick. Secret of the High Pass. Interesting. Secret of the High Pass is go to the cave, the High Pass cave here. So you go here or here, and you find a passage up to here. That might not be worth it given the state of the High Pass. Okay. I think it's day 13. I think it's fight. I think it's a goblin fight on day 13 here. So, okay. This is the only guy that can kill this dude. Done. We can, I think, kill this guy. But we're unhid. So I think what we do is I think we lure him, and I think we deploy this guy as the defender and this guy as the attacker on this creature's sheet. If he doesn't flip, he will kill this thing. If he doesn't flip, he is at least missed by these guys. Unless they connect, which they could. And now if he flips, this guy is dead. Probably. And that's going to suck, because then all of a sudden we have trouble. Because this head is too darn fast for this goblin to actually deal with alone. In the meantime, we can't ready this, so this sucks a little bit. But that means we can play this and this. Ointment of Bite, attack hits even when its time matches. Useful, but not really for this fight. So we're hoping for a lineup here, even though he's going to get the drop on us and smash our helmet. And we're hoping for this guy to not flip, and he will kill him then. And the head not to line up, of course. So that's about where we're at. That's about where we're at. I think that is optimal for this little mess that the goblin has found himself in. Looking for a 1 or a 4, I think. We get a 2. That sucked. Okay, so a 2 drops him to there. Does he flip? He does. That's going to make everything harder for the goblin. Having said that, he does miss, and our weapon does become alerted, and we do have to fatigue. And we're going to fatigue a fight. And we're done. Down here, this is the important one. This is the critical one. So, first thing is, what does the dragon do? Oh, he's on this side, by the way. The dragon goes like that. Does the dragon head flip or not? Doesn't matter, but it does not flip. Where do our 2 guys go? They both have to roll, if you remember. 2. So he goes down here. That ain't good. That is absolutely not good, by the way. And then he goes here. Does the Greatsword Goblin flip? And if he does, a lot of stuff's over. He does not. Does this Goblin flip? It doesn't matter at this point. He's dead. No matter what happens, he's going to die. So how does this play out? Well, the first thing is this is the longest weapon on the board. So he's going to hit him for heavy damage and kill him. So he is dead. Then he kills him. And so that's that. So that is too bad. But that goblin is dead. And we will delete him because he is perma-dead. So now what? Well, So the problem with this goblin versus this dragon is this dragon doesn't hit him on this side automatically, but if he does line up, the dragon's going first, and he will kill that guy. So there's not a lot of use playing it. Now on this side, same deal. He's still faster, so he's still going to kill the goblin before the goblin kills him. You might as well just not play him and leave this guy here. So what we're going to do is, he's on this side, by the way. So what we're going to do is we're going to play an M4. We're going to play a fight M4, because now if he lines up, we kill him first, and if he doesn't line up, then we're going to miss. But if he flips, then we can play this M3 and try to kill him. So, oh, but wait, we have to play. Oh, we cannot play, and we have to play an H. It's clunky. We're going to play that H5 then. And even though it's slower, we're going to play this H5. And we can't play the M3 ever. So not great. Not great. So, okay. Oh, give me a second. So he lines. That's far. So he lines up. Okay, flying dice. Does he flip? Ideally, he doesn't flip. Because if he flips, we're going to lose our helmet. He does flip. So he flips. He hits first. He shatters the helmet. And he wounds us. I'm going to wound that chit. Then we're going to hit him for heavy damage. And then we're going to have to fatigue. And we're going to fatigue one of our excessive M4s here. And the battle is over. Ugh. Okay, I mean, that was fine. We get 15 points because... So 15 prowess, which brings us up to 23, which I do like, because it's going to be a point. Like that. We're going to score Dragon Slayer, which is going to be another point. It's going to bring us to 6. And we're going to hit the halfway point. And we do get a Dragon Tooth, which means that we could end combat with a dragon once a day in a place. We do get a card. Gift exchange. So hold on, let me get gift exchange. You need a friend or an ally, crone. So not even that great. Does the crone have anything? She doesn't have any treasures, so we can't actually do a gift exchange. We're gonna have to ditch that card. These two go in the box. We did lose our helmet, so our gold total is effectively going to be less by 5, since we're going to lose that at the end of the day. So actually, I'm going to even put that right here. We have effectively. Oh, that is horrible because of what it does there, huh? I tell you what. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to put this. I'm going to put this down here. So here's our lost gear. And we can't even touch it. That's fine. That's going to stay there forever. Okay. So, okay, that's it. Done. We are done. So, that is the end of day 13. Is there anyone else that needs a combat or a fight or anything? Oh, yes. Our Barrow Wight needs to figure something out. So the Barrow Wight is going to... If he can expend 4 more, so if he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, which he does, that gives him all the labor he needs to clear the landslide. But I shouldn't do that yet because we still have a fight. Well, or do we? Right? We're hidden. I suppose there is nothing that says we have to be unhidden. Okay, I will. I don't know if that's true as written. Like I don't know how I'm going to go as written for now, and then I'll think about it. But that gets us the landslide clear. That's going to give us 2 VP and 10 gold because we were literally the only person that did any of that work. Two VP, 10 gold. So that's going to give us 20 gold right there. It's going to give us 2 VP, which is our 5th card point for the Barrow Wight. And that's going to score him his 5th point. So we have a nice close race there in terms of cards and points. And the landslide is cleared. We're going to take that away. And we're going to take all these away also. Done. And these no longer have any purpose either. Okay. Whew, that was an interesting day for sure. Okay, so we are now at the last day. This is Dangerous Day 7. So we can walk the woods today. So go from any clearing to any clearing. Now, the only problem we have is that this guy is in our damn way. And this is a mountain clearing, so it's a twofer. So we can't just walk out of here. We can't do it. So we have to hide first. That's going to suck. If it screws up, we're going to hide. Then we're going to move to the locksmith. And then we're going to rest. That's sort of where we're at. So done. And hopefully score the locksmith. The goblin going to go extra move 1, 2, 3. He's going to end up in Awful Valley 2. Or do we go the other way? Do we go 1, 2? Again, no one likes this guy. Yeah, just the crone. Everybody else is neutral at best. So how do we feel about that? It's easier to get to the mountains that way. Is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So technically this is a 2-day trip and this is a 3-day trip. So we are burning a day going this way. We're going to go this way. We're going to end up in Awful Valley 2. So extra move, AV2, and he is done. And actually, we're not going to go to AV2. We're going to go to the chapel. You know what? Yeah, and then we're going to hide. Because we got to hide. And we're going to end our day there and turn this crap in. Done. Okay. Third character is our lovely, lovely thief here. And so she's got to figure out where the hell she's going. She could do Secret of the High Pass. It's not great for her. Again, being stuck in the caves. The only other 2 places she can go is to the crag or down to the caves. I think she's going to do it. She's going to go 1, 2. So she's going to go into High Pass 6. So she's going to extra move. And that's the bridge magic. Move, High Pass. Search once. Done. And of course, you can't use the horse then once she's in there, but you can use it before she ends up in there. The Warlock. What is the hell's the Warlock doing now? The Warlock is trying to get to... Oh, I know what he's trying to do. Yeah. He's ghost hunting. Easy. He's going to... He's going to hide, and move into the valley. Done. Doesn't even need to hide, but he's going to do it anyway. Not waste his card. And that is it. That is... We have gray magic in every clearing. Two dice to roll here for monsters, and we get spiders and dragons. And that's it. Let's finish this session out here with our day 14. So the thief, she goes here and then here, and she's going to pull one search. So first, yeah. So let's do her search first. 4 or a 1, or is it 3, 2, or 1? I think it's 3, 2, or 1. She gets a 3. I think she has found the secret. Yes, she finds passages. She's found the secret of the high pass. That's going to be her third card point. Secret, HP. That's her third point for cards. And that's her fourth point overall. Does the float charm blow up? Well, that's a good question. We can't roll a 6. So 2 dice, a 6 pops up. It doesn't. It stays. So that's cool. Does anything else appear? So first thing is first. Dragons reappear on the board. Spiders reappear on the board. The company goes away. As do the Bashkars actually leave the board. So all those things go away. The ghosts return to the board. There. And she is indeed going to draw a dragon. She's going to pull a dragon. This guy again is going to reappear right here on top of our goblin. Done. That's her move. What did the goblin do today? So the first thing he did was move, and he's going to move to the chapel. I don't think anything appears either of those places. No. He is going to hide, hopefully, because he wants to stay there the evening, and he does. So he hides out, and that's going to allow him to turn in gift exchange. And frankly, maybe Goblin's in peril, if I'm to be honest, because, I mean, it would be great. Do I keep it, though? I've not seen a dang goblin. The only goblins I could see are here. We're going to end up down here. You might get them in the ruins or going back up into this cave. We're going to keep it. It's role-playing. I'm sorry. We're just RPing. So we're going to turn those cards in, get a card at the end of the day, locate the statue, which I think he can do. Have we seen the statue already? Haven't we? I thought we saw the statue. Maybe we have not seen the statue. Whoa, it doesn't seem like we have. Okay. Cool. So done. He is done. That is his day, and he's hidden. The Warlock goes in here. He's going to hide 3 times just to make sure he is hidden. The ghosts appear, and he's going to make good finally on his card. And the Barrow Wight. Oh, he's going to hide because he wants to walk the woods. But he wants to walk the woods 4, and he does. Hides. He goes here. And he's going to rest. Pull that and pull that down. And he is done. He ends his day here. So he gets a set of keys, which I'm going to put here. And 1 VP. Doesn't really need them. That's his 6th card point, too. That's pretty good. That's a nice... Those 2 pointers are big. That is also going to give him one more card. Black Source. Actually sort of useful for our guy here. So he will keep that for the moment. Is that it? Do we have nothing else? So she drew a dragon there. He left. He got out of dodge. The Barrow Wight. Well, the dragon. So that is true. The dragon is prowling. So that dragon is going to come right there onto him. A good question if we can kill it, actually. Because this is heavy. We can. We can. If we can do M star star. So, okay. So we're hidden. So we will deal with that in 1 second. Is there anything else that we need to do before the day ends and we go into combat? I can take this off the board. That's pointless anymore. Done. We have the Warlock, who's hidden also, by the way. So I think the Warlock plays it super safe, even though it's going to cost him a boatload of pain here. Oh, he should have alerted. You know what? I'm going to actually give him the benefit of the doubt there. We're going to alert. Because there's no reason to burn 3 phases. So now he's alerted. Okay? So he's going to cast first, even though it is super crazy fatiguing to do this. He's going to cast Drain Life. And this one's going to be alerted. And it's going to nuke this guy. No matter what happens, he's going to hit him. And he's going to kill him. So it's an auto kill, and he is done. If he's willing to fatigue those 4 asterisks, certainly a fair cost. He's still hidden, though, because that affects 1 only. He gets to roll, I should say. On a 6, he becomes unhidden. He doesn't become unhidden, so he is still hidden. So he's going to pull this guy, and now he's going to play this Fight M3, which is sort of awkward because he doesn't really have anything to fatigue fight-wise, but he's going to do it, and we'll have to, I suppose, fatigue that shit. Is how that works? So where does this guy go? Does this guy line up or not? 4. So he's going to line up. Does he flip? He does flip, but he lines up. The guy kills him with the knife, effectively. And then he has to fatigue a fight shit. So he has to fatigue that shit. And he is done. He gets 6 prowess. So strangely enough, he's up to 14, which isn't bad. He gets his first point, which is Ghost Hunter. And so that puts him at least on the board after a really rough 2 weeks. I mean, it cost him 6 asterisks, which sort of sucks, but that's where he's at. And then otherwise, I believe that is it. So the last thing we have to do, we have to look at this dragon for the Barrow Wight. So we're hidden. So we are going to use our Spider Blood Potion. So that's now active. So now we have an L star star weapon. And we're going to play that L star star weapon. We need to do this so it's at least M star star. Where does this guy end up? He ends up in 2, so he ends up way down the bottom. Does he end up flipping? He does not. So we're going to undercut him, doing M star damage, which is going to kill that guy. We do have to fatigue a fight chit, but we get 5 prowess, which brings us to 8. And we need to rest hardcore, and then this goes away because this potion is now used. And we really could rest. Super tired. So I think that's the end of... Oh, and we do have one last thing to do, and that is to figure out... what we're going to take for our reward. Well, I mean, we could take... So we planted our flag... We could take 1d6 rest phases immediately. We could take another peasant militiaman, or we can take 1d6 gold. All those are super useful. I'm going to take the rest. I'm going to take the supplies. So we get a supply. We get 3 rest phases right now. So I'm going to take 1, 2, and 3 rest phases. Done. So that is the end of our week. Let's take a quick check of all of our stuff here. So we have 6 points for the Barrow Wight, all in cards. He does have 20 gold. He does have 8 prowess. So he's 10 gold away from scoring. Pretty good stuff. The Goblin is still kicking it. The Goblin has 2 card points, 2 points for Grey Treasures, a point of prowess, and a point of gold. So he is really, really kicking it. Also has 6 points. The Thief made a big jump here. She got 3 card points and a gold point right there. So she is up with 4 points, and the Warlock has finally scored Ghost Hunt. He's got a point. And so our scores are 6-6 to 4-1. So about halfway there. And thank you all for watching. This was fun. We will get you another one here coming up in the next day or two. And please leave a comment and hang out. Tell me if you want to see any more Magic Realm, sessions. Oh, by the way, I have thought about how to fix the Barrow Wight. So we will talk about that at some point as well. So, all right. Thanks, guys. Talk to you later. Have a good night. Bye-bye.